149th Street. Transfer to the EX41 Select Bus Service. This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the center of the platform.
Okay, I'm coming up to here. Yesterday, oh, my face is all had white on it. Wow. Yesterday, Tracy's niece came to the house. Unfortunately, I was getting my hair done, so I was not going to show myself, and I wasn't looking presentable. Because the first time I saw her was in the hospital. No, it wasn't a hospital. It was a nursing home. She talked to me, talked on the phone. I think we talked on the phone. I don't remember what we talked on the phone now. But we talked and we met up there. And, it was pleasant. Because this niece is his first niece, which is his sister's first child and only child. So she had a child, so I guess that makes her child the second niece or the grandniece. No, grand come in when your children have children, right? Niece come in based on your child. Okay, so that being said, now I stayed in the room. I did not come out. She sent my daughter in, which one of the daughters was doing my hair. The other daughter came in. And she said, can you go get your mother? So I went on. She came, but I'll be honest, I did not go. But one thing, and the actual main thing, is because I had no teeth in my mouth and my hair wasn't done. Okay? But they can't see it. So, then she was getting ready to leave. And my daughter spoke from the door, the closed door. She's leaving now. I said, okay. So when they went to Danielle gave her excuse for me because Danielle knew what was going on. Danielle knew that she probably didn't know I didn't want to go without my teeth to her. But she knew how I felt in reference to my hair. So this is why it's important for your children to know you and you know your children. So that being said, it probably seemed kind of harsh. And you guys may not understand, and maybe some of you will. When people is told about you in a different form and fashion, except for who you are, you know, they have their thoughts of you. I think my bus comes. Now the bus one comes. I will finish this conversation. I don't know what I'm going to do a video. I started a video yesterday on venting. And if y'all notice that it abruptly stopped because my daughter walked in to begin my hair process. But I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to talk to the girl. Even though I talked to her before, that's because I was already ready. You know, we met, I was dressed, my hair was done. I was looking like a person. Yeah, that's my car. Alright, I'll hit y'all up. Oh no, this ain't not in service. I'm sick and tired. Yup, not in service. Okay, so we'll talk some more. So now, oh, why my hair look gray? I hope it don't get all dry looking. I haven't looked in the mirror at it to see exactly how it turned out. You know? But anyway. Now this niece is my husband's niece. Right? And I don't know if she remember me, you know? But she kind of took to me when she was a child. Right? I was at the time staying at Tracy's parents' house in California, because that's where I was supposed to live my life at. I was supposed to live my life in California. I was pregnant, so I was supposed to raise my child up in California. Me and Tracy was supposed to get married in California. We were supposed to start our life in California, supposed to have our own place, etc. I get to California, it's a whole different story. The parents are doing their thing. His parents, I don't think I ever told you. I don't think I ever told y'all the story of how I met my husband, right? So maybe I'll let this be the story time of how I met my husband. So, we met in Utah. How I got to Utah was because my family figured me to be a troublesome child. As far as how they looked at it. Not my grandmother. My father, my mother's side of the family. Not too much my mother, because I wasn't too much involved in my mother's life. Even though she was there in and out every now and then. Her outfit looked nice. She got my favorite color, purple. Black. So, She okay, so I decided to, no, my aunt, which is Aunt Virginia, some of y'all may not know Aunt Virginia, but she was the sister to my father and uncle, which was she was adopted into the family. She's not a blood sister to my father. And my father's mother was the grandmother that raised me, which was known as Evangelist Wilson, which was Bishop Mingo's sister, only sister. Her mother only had 2 children, which was Evadna Mae Mingo, Bishop Mingo, and Doris Wilson, which she was a Mingo, which they all came from Glovers. So Bishop Mingo was a Glover because Bishop Mingo and Mother Wilson's mother was Glovers. So they came from the union of Pet, oh man, I can't remember my great-grandmother's husband's name. Okay, so moving right along. So Bishop Mingo and Mother Wilson adopted, I guess I can tell the story now because everybody is dead. Ain't nobody to be feeling some kind of way. So Bishop Mingo and Mother Wilson adopted Virginia Brown and Dorothy Giles, which was Dorothy. What was Mother Giles' maiden name? I forgot. See, I knew her only as Giles. Well, she must have was Giles. No, Giles, she became Giles because she married Walter Giles. Okay. That's another history. So, Mommy took Aunt Virginia and Gaga took Mother Giles, which was Dorothy Giles. I don't know whether she was a Mingo, whether she became Dorothy Mingo. That's the question I need to ask her son. Right? That's probably too deep. He probably won't want to tell me, but if it's meant for me to ask, if the Lord want me to ask, I'll ask. So they was raised up in the church. Mother Giles was raised up in the church. Aunt Virginia wasn't too much into church. Right? Now let me see where I'm taking this story. Oh, my husband. So now, I had to go down that road so y'all will understand who Aunt Virginia is. So, that side of the family, I was over with Aunt Virginia. I was all over the place. For me to be a non-troublesome child, in my eyes and mommy eyes, I was considered the most disrespectful and troublemaking child. But the reason why I got that title, let me make sure I'm taping because I don't want to be losing out. The reason why I got that title and how I got that title was because people would always put me in their mess. The kids, which is my family, I raised up with Renee in the house, right? Renee is Aunt Virginia's daughter. I mean blood daughter, right? She wasn't adopted. She was Aunt Virginia's blood daughter. So once Aunt Virginia had Renee, Mommy took care of Renee. Mommy took care of Renee and me. She had Renee first. Renee was in the house all by herself. Right? My father goes over to my mother's side of the family, which I found out later on in life after my mama left this earth. I was going to say after my mama wanted to die. After my mama left this earth, then only a little bit of the stuff came out, right? And what I found out that a lot of the family members on my mother's side did not want to get rid of me. They wanted my mother to take care of me. But instead, there was an exchange there because she didn't have too much to do with my life. My father did. So my father got me from whoever I was staying with at the time. I think it was somebody called Aunt Celestine. Took me from her home. So noisy. Took me from Aunt Celestine's home because I was staying with her. Me and one of my sisters, which is named Yolanda. I know her as Yolanda, but everybody of the family called her Peaches. Everybody seemed to have a nickname. I thank God I ain't have one. My name was just Sharon. That's what they called me, Sharon. All my other sisters had names. Doris' name, which was my sister from my father's side. Her name was Tiny, and she had the nerve to have my grandmother's name, and didn't even have her personality. No type of Doris Wilson personality. Doris Glover personality. Her mommy's personality goes all the way down to Glover, not to Wilson, because Wilson is my maiden name, which was her husband's name, which she birthed my father, so that's how I got his name. Okay? So now, Doris' name was Tiny. My brother's name was Boo Boo, Bobby. No, Boo Boo. What we called him? Booby. Right. His name was Booby. His real name was Jesse Jr. Who the crazy one? Oh, Lord have mercy. That's why I don't play with names. I give all my kids biblical names. Well, my kids don't have biblical names. But Mary got a biblical name. Because I had something to do with Mary's name. So her name, my grandmother named her. So her name is Mary Adrian. Named after my grandmother. Okay? But my grandchildren, the parents named them, but I'm the one who gave them middle names. So their middle name is Elijah, their middle name is David, their middle name is, Javon, Javon Josiah, Jamel, what's Jamel's middle name? I forgot Jamel's middle name. Damani David. Well, Michael. That's my last. I didn't have nothing to do with him. His middle name, his father's name. So anyway, let me write down because I think my bus coming. So, back to Virginia. So now, I was in the house, Renee was in the house by herself. So once my father went to his mother, which I call her mommy, but she would be my first grandmother. So he asked her, would she take care of me? And my grandmother was like, I don't know, Jesse. Because I think it was more so because he had me out of wedlock. I believe he was married at the time when he had me, and he was messing around with my mother. So those times, the old saints did not go along with sin. So I mean, like rightfully, they didn't have to go along with different things. So she didn't too much want to heck on my butt. She didn't too much want to bother with me. I believe it never was said, so this is just my thought. She didn't want to be bothered with me because of the fact that I was born out of wedlock. My father was messing around with his wife. Okay, I'll finish the story in the house.